All right, we are back. It's a little morning video. It's about 9 a.m. Might be a little action in here, unusual action we're not used to. Maybe some eggland, we'll see. Today, I want to talk about what I recommend sorting out before you go overseas. And looks like we got a chicken up there on top. That's probably where they're hiding their eggs. On top of the blue stuff. What do you need before you go overseas? Number one thing you need is a second bank account. I suggest a good bank account that doesn't charge ATM fees. I like Charles Schwab, but there's Chase and there's a couple others that are real good that don't charge ATM fees. And you can't set up a checking account when you're already overseas. It's illegal. It's a federal law saying that the banks have to make sure that you're physically present in the U.S. So that's definitely something that you want to do before you leave. And it's even if you've got a checking account or a savings account that you like, you can keep using that, but you're going to get pounded on ATM fees. And it's good to have a second anyways. If you lose or get stolen your debit card, you're going to be sunk for a little while. Also, I recommend with your credit card, find out what the PIN is for your cash advance. Because I was out somewhere and my debit card stopped working and I didn't notice, but good thing to check is to check your expiration on your credit card and your debit card, and if it's close, get a new one. But my debit card had expired. I wasn't paying attention, so it quit working. I was like, damn. And we were in I don't remember where we were in, Taiwan somewhere, and it wouldn't work. So I had to do cash advance on my credit card because I didn't have any other way of getting cash. I could have maybe Western Union myself some money or something, but that's annoying, and that's like a last ditch effort. So I just used cash advance on my card, got a new ATM sent to me. But the ATMs, they send them really slow usually compared to a credit card. A credit card will get you next day air, FedEx, whatever. They'll get you a new credit card. So if you lose that, no big deal. But you should have a backup credit card too, just for the annoyance factor. But for me, that's the top thing to have is a second bank account and the ability to transfer between the two if your debit card gets lost or stolen. Because most countries, they're not dealing with credit cards as much. There's a lot of cash, especially in Southeast Asia. So keep that in mind. Another thing is if you're going to be gone, and depending on what country you're going to, you're going to want to have a VPN. Because some things in the U.S., they block via geolocation, which is your physical location. So I've run into a couple things that don't really work right unless I'm on a VPN. That's like government sites and some other things. They don't like it if you're coming from outside the U.S. So get yourself a VPN. Sign up for that before you go. Another thing is a mailing address. If you're going to be gone for a while, years, set yourself up with a virtual mailing address before you leave. I use iPostal 1, but there's several options, and you may need to be physically present when you set it up. So set that up before you leave. They're going to want some IDs and a real address and some other stuff that the post office requires. But do one of those virtual mailboxes. They come in super handy. Don't rely on a relative. Just pay the $100 a year or whatever they charge you for a virtual mailbox. And then what they do is if they get mail for you, they'll send you an email with a photo of the exterior of the envelope, and then you can tell them whether you want them to discard it if it's junk mail, or scan it and send you a link for the scan, so that you can see what it is. So that's super handy. It's worth the $100 a year to have that. You don't need to rely on family members. Just pay a service. And also with that service, they can mail you stuff. If you need the physical copy and you don't want to scan, They'll mail it to you at whatever location you are. Same as if you get a package or something, they'll mail it to you if you tell them. It's going to be expensive, but they'll do it for you. So, quick one on that. Those are my top items to consider taking care of before you leave. The bank thing is kind of key. Ooh, look at scrap. Get them. The bank thing is kind of key. You want to have a backup. Just keep in mind that the backups are good, and if you're traveling with all your backups in your pocket, not a good idea. So leave one somewhere. Leave one at home. Leave one in your hotel. If you've got all your debit cards in one pocket, probably a bad idea. And have your cell phone protected. Keep them in your front pockets. Keep your wallet, your cell phone in your front pockets. And just keep an eye. Just be mindful of what's going on. And back to the whole old standby. Don't get too drunk, because if you get too drunk, then you're a target. And then all of a sudden your wallet's missing, your money's missing, your phone is missing, everything's missing. So you can't ever get that hammered, because then you become a victim. All right, that's all I got for today. See y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. See you.